So once again, St. Lucia, we are currently at the Fiji roundabout, and people were standing around, people were standing at the Fiji roundabout, and once again, it's another celebration. I see the bikers are also revving, basically giving Julien Alfred a salute. It's really pandemonium, it's really celebration, and we are continuing the journey. We are heading to Grosley, so we have currently left the Fiji roundabout, and we are on our way to Grosley. So St. Lucia, we currently with Bouteille, and we are heading to Grosley this evening. We are moving forward. We're moving at a consistent pace right now. There's still people along the routes that stayed back from work just to wave, just to have a moment to see Julien Alfred. She's on island. We are heading to the final destination. We are on the Vide-Bouteille highway. Just past Monroe College, St. Lucia. Monroe College, they were out in the numbers, the students there. And we continue, we're still in Vide-Bouteille, and we continue. We're heading to Grosley this evening. Our final destination is Grosley evening. We're celebrating Julien Alfred, her return since winning Olympic gold and silver. So of course, just opposite the Bizet Gap, I see people with their flags. Children are there celebrating. They're in the colors. Of course, celebrating again the Juju. When they realize Juju is there, the screams and the celebration. Again, we continue the journey, but people are still aligned in the route. I will tell you to come on out, St. Lucia. Let's celebrate. So we're moving to Grosley this evening. However, we're currently Vide-Bouteille. And we're going to Grosley this evening. So if you're along the route, come on out. Corinth, we're coming to you soon. Marisol, we're coming to you soon. Bondawaj, we're coming to you soon. We're at a consistent pace right now. I ask you to come on out with your flags. Come on out to celebrate. Let Julien Alfred know how much we love and appreciate her for her hard work, her dedication, her consistency. Winning gold, winning silver presented us. This could not have been an easy task. Certainly took very much years to get there, and we have done it and have done it well. So this is time to celebrate such an accomplishment. The Castries Comprehensive Secondary School, they're out with their banner. I see the principal. It's just a time to celebrate as well. So the Castries Comprehensive School is out with the principal, with their banner, basically celebrating the student. Now they're in the middle of the road right now, and Castries Comprehensive School paused the motorcade just a little bit. Let's go. So we continue the journey now. So Castries Comprehensive School got the moment. So now we continue the journey. We're now heading to Sunny Acres. We're approaching the Sunny Acres roundabout. We're approaching the Sunny Acres roundabout, and I see people there as well. Once again, we are proceeding to Grosley. However, currently we are at Sunny Acres. And of course, the residents of Sunny Acres, they are here at the Sunny Acres roundabout. They run to the convertible just to get a quick picture up with Julien and Alfred. So the residents of Sunny Acres, they are out here in the numbers. I see Pauline Wolf there and some other residents. It has paused for a brief moment just to allow them quick picture opportunity, and I think that we yes, again moving. Of course, Damn Proud Lucian continues to play. I think we really proud of Julien Alfred and proud of St. Lucia and our accomplishments as a people. When you think of it, we're only 238 square miles, a population of 180,000 people. We boast of 2 Nobel laureates, the most per capita in the world. We now have 2, not 1, but 2 Olympic medals, a gold and a silver. So once again, the St. Lucians are really representing on the international market. We have so much to be proud of as a nation, as a small island. I really look forward to many more years, many more Olympics. For the first time in our history, we are excited about winning gold at the Olympics, winning silver at the Olympics. We have an Olympic champion on island for the very first time in our history. So we're passing the Gablewoods Ball at this time. We're passing Sandals, Halcyon, and our destination this evening is Grosley. I see some at Sandals here. I see some fire. I see some flags. I see some heat. I see party by show. It's some by show there. By show, by la kumase. So St. Lucia, you see the fire eaters are there. have our music truck. We have this from Sandals Halcyon. We have workers of Halcyon.
Folks, I want to welcome you to Caribbean American News Media Platform. We are live on the air and we are following the arrival, the motorcade of Julien Alfred. It is a spectacular event. There's a spectacular event going on there in the country, and it is all excitement and joy, togetherness. People from all walks of life, from every corner of St. Lucia, they are in celebratory mood, rightfully so. And so we are on tonight, Caribbean American News Media Platform. We'll continue to follow the motorcade, and we'll be right back with our discussion tonight. And that is, I want to speak to the United Workers' Party supporters and the candidates, those who have been selected. We're going to have an open discussion tonight, and also to the people of St. Lucia. But we are following the Julien Alfred parade. We'll be in and out with our discussion, and we don't want you to miss a lot of the action. It is a beautiful moment in the country. It is a time when all people need to be together in celebrating this young woman's achievement. It goes down in the archives of history, and you, friends, are part of that history. Those of you who are lined up on the sidewalks in the country, those of you who from Viewfort to Grosley, you're along the roadside there. You don't care what time is it or how dark it is. You are there, or how bushy it is, rather. We heard that there is no potholes from Viewfort to Grosley. What a beautiful thing, friends. So it brings togetherness, one. It gives you some relief for the moment from the potholes. And, you know, it is just a beautiful thing, friends. I'm just putting those little jabs there. But it's a moment of joy, celebration for the people of St. Lucia. And I'll tell you, the people deserve this moment because so much have been happening. And there are so many of our St. Lucians who have not experienced or have not been given anything to celebrate about. And so tonight is the night for that. And I say to all St. Lucians, SLP, UWP, St. Lucians, sons and daughters of St. Lucia, enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment as much as you can. This is something that can bring you together. It happens once in a while. Then take the opportunity to enjoy and to celebrate, and to remember that all victory comes from God. Amen. And all our strength, in Him we move, and in Him we have our being. So enjoy. We'll be right back. We're going to continue to monitor the parade.
So we're approaching the Shock roundabout, and we're passing in front of Mega J. And again, we have a large crowd here. It's a large crowd here. And people are on the streets dancing.
And I'm sure this young lady will be jet lag, and she was baked in the sun today. So she's going to have a different complexion by the end of the night. She went through a lot with the long traveling, and then since this afternoon, she's going through the different communities in the hot sun, and I'm sure it's draining for her. And the government has lined up a number of activities, rightfully so, to acknowledge the achievement of this young lady. We are proud, and I know you, United Workers' Party, the leadership, they are proud also of this moment. They too would have had their moments of support, and in whatever way that they did, but all St. Lucians came together to assist and to ensure that this young lady was given the tools and whatever you St. Lucians, the monies, your monies, you contributed to the success of this young lady.
So we really couldn't gold and silver Olympic medals just yet. So today we celebrate as
And let
Julien
me tell you
Alfred.
something, folks. There's one thing that I took out of the whole parade and the broadcasting. I will tell you that in St. Lucia, you have the worst internet system on the face of the earth. Why am I saying this? In spite of all the hills and the trees and the valleys, these tech company, they're aware of that, and all they have to do, I'm sure, would have repeaters, antennas in strategic areas to ensure that you, the customers, receive what you're paying for. If you are not receiving what you're paying for, you're being robbed. Period. And so we saw the interruptions, the excuses about dead zones and blah, blah, blah. It's a small country, and you need to fix those dead zones. There are fixes for those dead zones. We want people to have internet access all over the country. It's possible, and I would not sit here and be nice to Flow or Digicel or any of these companies. You've had years to develop your technology. You've had years to upgrade. People are paying a lot of money for these services, and the least you can do is to give them stable and reliable internet service. All right, so let's go back over to the motorcade. And okay, we just had a freeze there on the from the feed that we're getting from the government. But I'm not sure if the opposition leader was there officially, if he was standing with the Prime Minister and the government ministers during her entrance. I will have to go back over the event today. I was very busy in some matters, and so I could not have followed the entire coverage, and there were problems with the reception. So I am not sure. It would have been a proud moment, or it might have been a proud moment for the Honorable Alan Shastner, the opposition leader of St. Lucia, and the Prime Minister, Mr. Philip Japere. Can you imagine both of them standing to welcome the Olympic star into the country? So I will go back to see, but I don't know if he was there, whether he was invited to be part of the frontline approach there, the greeters, I would say, to this young lady. But if that's not the case, we will dissect it. We'll deal with it appropriately. But I will have to review the clip to ensure that we're not misleading the nation and that we are speaking from a point of a position of no, a position of having the information to present to you. So I am not sure. We'll ask folks to confirm at some point if the opposition leader was there with the Prime Minister at the airport to greet this young lady together. If he was not, then we'll have a conversation on where we are as a country. All right, let's go back over and see if we can get back to the live feed. All right, so we have the same issue, the internet issue that we're talking about. There's a freeze there, and again, the technology should be advanced, and individuals should have a conversation. The government need to have a conversation on some type of laws put in place to deal with these companies that are robbing the people, basically. And you cannot rely on the service. And it could also be, folks, I must add this note here, it could be that it might have been the type of computer they're using and the amount of graphic, that was stored on that computer. It can slow down the whole feed over into the Facebook channel. So there are a lot of things we got to, when I speak about computer, could be the CPU, the GPU, and also you have the FPS, those rates. Sometimes if you don't send the right signal over to Facebook because of a weak computer or bad internet, then it will drop, it will crash afternoon, and that's what we're seeing. Let's go over to the feed, folks. And just a funny moment, I viewed part of the feed, and I saw a very funny post that I cracked up. I laughed so much on the vehicle. Somebody said the internet is is lagging like the Prime Minister. I'm like, what is this? You Lucians are good. You just that was a very funny moment. Very funny moment indeed. But it's a proud moment. It's a very proud moment for St. Lucians. Let's go over to the clip, folks.
So right now, St. Lucia, we are celebrating.
So we're getting some news here that the opposition leader was not invited. So it was only the government ministers who were, and that's what I'm hearing. And we got to confirm that before we can go any further with a discussion on that, because you know where I'm going. On such a proud moment in the country, but I also want to give the country time to celebrate and to enjoy the moment. But I also have another moment that I want you to celebrate, and that is the United Workers' Party, the recent successful national public meeting in the Boulevard. We want to dissect it, we want to go over it, and it was also another proud moment for St. Lucia, for the United Workers' Party. So this is a proud moment here, Julien, Alfred, for all St. Lucians. And on Sunday, we had a proud moment for all supporters and members of the United Workers' Party. We will discuss it later on. So tonight is going to be an in and out night. It's going to be a beautiful night. Share the live, tag a friend, let them know they can also watch the event on this platform while we are switching in and out. Very soon we will discontinue the switching and we'll get into the party's business. Enjoy.
Julien Alfred, we're celebrating her today. We're celebrating her for the rest of the week. She has come home with our first Olympic medal. It was gold.
I think honestly that it's a lot on her, Julien. Just traveling from the airport and having to be, slowly driven through the country. I think we should have, in my opinion, I'm not criticizing the coordinators. They know what is best. They might know more than me. But for me, I'll tell you what I would have done. I would have had the opposition and the Prime Minister and the official ministers, Minister of Sport and everyone there to welcome her. She would meet all the ministers. They would form two lines. They would meet the Prime Minister and the opposition leader, and then they would meet the other ministers. She would walk past the two officers. I would have the cadets. I would have the pathfinders in uniform. I would have uniform personnel lined up also. I would have a red carpet open. I'm not sure what they had. I would have a red carpet spread out for this young woman, and then I would let her get into an SUV, and I would have drove her straight to a location, and then we would have had some points, some massive events where all St. Lucians can come out, whether it's at a park, and they can enjoy Julien Alfred, because it's a lot for the young lady, to be cooked in the sun and, just I'm sure when she gets home, she's just going to fall down and fall asleep. But if she's enjoying it, then who am I to say what I just said? But I would have actually had the uniform, the youth uniform auxiliary units and uniform units with the young people to line up school children from different schools, line up to at the airport. It would have been a spectacular event there. I don't know what happened, I'm just saying, but it would have been a beautiful experience to have the opposition leader, the prime minister, the youth brigades, and the pathfinders from the Adventist church in uniform. It would have been massive fireworks in Castries, fireworks in Grosile. It would, and tonight, they should have timed it. When she hits Castries, there should have been massive fireworks as she come down. I would bring her down the morn, but while she's coming down the morn, she would just see fireworks in the city, fireworks just bursting off over the ocean there. In that little lake in front of the waterfront, you'd have seen, I would have put one of the Coast Guard, one of the boats there, and fireworks blowing up as she comes down into the city. And as she gets into Grosile, then there would be more fireworks there. It would have been a spectacular event. But different organizations, people have different way of doing things. But Julien, I believe she's enjoying herself. She might be a little fatigued, a little stressed at this point, and being sun cooked, sun baked, and enjoying the moment, and people are enjoying her also. I guess they wanted everyone to meet her, but I hope too that she has hand sanitizers in that vehicle, and they're ensuring her safety, because there is an increase of COVID. There is all sorts of stuff spreading now in the country, transmitted stuff. You touch someone, you can get it. So I hope that she's being protected as much as she wants to greet the people, touch them and everything else. I hope that this young woman is being protected. She needs to be protected. She makes all St. Lucians proud today, all St. Lucians, except for those who get their passports through CIP. But all St. Lucians who know St. Lucia and who lived in St. Lucia, they would be proud, no matter what party they're from, what side they're from, religious or no religious. All St. Lucians will be celebrating this moment of Julien Alfred. I know the Prime Minister is going to make an announcement. There's some stuff that Julien Alfred will be receiving from the people of St. Lucia. I was told that the Prime Minister some years ago gave her some lands and stuff, so she'll be well taken care of, I'm sure, this week by the government, Prime Minister of St. Lucia, on behalf of the citizens of the country.
Once again, the celebration continues. We are a damn proud nation. We are proud. This celebration continues. Once again, for those people who don't know very well, currently where we at, it would take about an hour and a half to this location from the airport. We started this journey at 3 p.m. So this just gives us an idea type of celebration.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. It's just draining for her, I'm sure.
Returns home. It's currently 8:20. Once again, this is supposed to be an hour and a half trip from the airport. And we are well into 5 hours of celebrating already. This is an amazing celebration. St. Lucians really came out in the numbers. and they really celebrate the return home of Julien Alfred. So we're currently in Marisol. We're still at Marisol, and we are heading to Grocery Day this evening. But of course, the people of Marisol is happening. I cannot see clearly exactly what's happening, but I do see large groups of people ahead. So the celebration certainly continues.
All right, so we're going to switch now to the events of the United Workers Party on Sunday, the 22nd of September. Is it September? Yes, I believe it's September. When you're getting older, you forget the date and the time. You don't want to know that you're getting old, so you stop watching the time. Most of you who pass 30 would know what I'm talking about. The past 40, you would know what I'm talking about. You don't care about no date running, especially, as you get older, man. You want to slow that thing down, But we have some great news tonight. The United Workers Party folks had an event on Sunday. It was a national public meeting in the Boulevard, and by the way, the Boulevard is the headquarters of the United Workers Party. And so I just want to give you some ideas as to what took place there. Most of us would have saw the announcement that we're going to have that meeting. You saw the whole planning / silence sometimes / waiting for the green light from the police, and you saw a group, you saw some promotions and everything else. I just want to say before I go further, I want to say thanks to Jimmy and the team who did an excellent job in assisting in the PR, the promotion of this successful event on Sunday. And I'm not lost for words, but when you have people who love their country, they're committed to their country, not only committed to their country, that they're also willing to criticize their party. They're also willing to agitate, for what they believe would be in the good interest of the party or the country. And so I want to say to Jimmy, you did an excellent job in planning, in pushing, in all the ads and everything else that was out there. I want to say thank you, sir. I want to say thank you to you and your team for an excellent job in the promotion of this successful event. We cannot, folks, leave out our executive, the executive of the United Workers Party. Let me say something about the executive of the United Workers Party, and I'm going to pull back my rocking chair so that we can have a conversation. Not only pull it back, I'm going to just lay back, bring the mic closer to me so we can have a conversation on us as a family publicly on this platform. And before I put up the team, I just want to ensure that I can see myself twice. Once I can see myself twice on the screen, it means that I'm getting through to you directly. I want to watch you in the eye to have this conversation. All right, share the live, tag a friend. And you can go in and out of the Olympic on the celebration and myself, but we must have this discussion, folks. This is important also. We have an executive. They are not perfect. I'm going to say that again. They are not perfect, but they love their country and they love their party. I'm going to say this again. We have a group of executives. They are not perfect, there's a lot more that can be done, that should be done, and a lot that should not be done and should not be done. But we have a group of leaders that we have put in place that loves the country and loves the party. And that is important. I want to say, a lot of people would have doubted that they knew what they were doing, or because they were not paying people, threatening people, telling people if they don't come, the Labour Party would say this and they would laugh at us. Nobody said that, you know. I stood here and I was very sure that the people would have showed up. Why? Because we had given the people enough reasons why they need to show up. We had given them enough reasons in our previous lives and discussions by all the frontline folks and the party officials. We had said to them, here is an opportunity to show St. Lucia that you are oiled, you are set, and you are ready to go. The United Workers' Party, it's not a perfect party, but the United Workers' Party is a party that should be given the opportunity to lead this country once again. I'll go back to the executive. I do not have a relationship with all the executive members of the United Workers' Party. But for those who I touch base with ever so often, they have been friendly, they have been kind, they have been very forthcoming with me. There are some that I have not spoken to really and have not spent a lot of time speaking to. But for those who I do, I've had a pleasant experience. Are they perfect? No, they're not going to get everything right. But what I can ask you to do, friends, is to unite. Unite. If you do not unite, there is no United Workers' Party. You can have a party, but it ain't unite. Because this is, friends, the United Workers' Party. And I would say that these executives go out of their way, friends, at night. During the day, they sacrifice their time, their efforts, some not paid, in order to manage the affairs of the party. I want us to be very cautious. I want us to be very cautious and be very mindful in adding unnecessary burden or stumbling blocks in the path of this United Workers' Party. The machine is oiled, it is moving, it is turning, it is working. There are a lot of stuff that will be missed. There is a lot of internal stuff that, many of us might not agree on, support, maybe because we don't really understand a lot of what is happening behind the scenes, because there are certain things that must be discussed in private, and the majority of the membership or the people might not be aware maybe why they're not doing this or why they're doing this. And I would ask you, friends, to don't create an atmosphere where we will have to be doing damage control, or we would have to be figuring out what is this? What is happening here? Let us give the party the opportunity, like you are doing now, to work. This is not a cult, which means that you can criticize, you can question, you can challenge, you can write letters, emails, make a call to find out from your executive. They are available. The general secretary, she's available. Call them, find out what is this? Why is this not happening? Ask them the questions and wait for the answer. If you're not satisfied with the answer you get from one, call another. Keep calling until you get things clearer in your mind. But let us not, friends. A house divided can never stand. An army divided can never win any war. And so I say all this to say to you, friends, you do not have a perfect executive, but you have a good executive. I like what I just said. You have beautiful people who are sacrificing their everything. Yes, you will have one or two individuals with their own ulterior motives, and some folks who are not too nice and they're not too pleasant to deal with or to talk to. You will find some who are rough and need some sandpaper to smooth them out. But you always have an opportunity as a party. The party has a democracy where you can say, we've had a bad experience. We've had bad experience with you, and we see no change in you. Therefore, at a session of the party, then changes are made. That's the democracy of the party. But until we can head to that democracy, I would say to us all, unite. Unite. And let's get to work. And look at what Unity did, right? And by the way, for those of you concerned about the Monday show that we no longer have, there is no fight. I asked the party to take over the Monday instead of the Tuesday show. All right, I just wanted to say that so that you can understand that at times, of course, you will have oversights, you will have stuff that might have to be shuffled back and forth. And for me to have 2 days and I mean somebody can use the Monday, then of course it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And so I'm asking you to support the Monday's program with the United Workers' Party, and I will continue the Tuesday show. We are looking at adding a morning show or an evening show on Mondays. So you might have a double whammy on Mondays. We're still working it out. And of course, I am thinking of the party. I am working with the party in order to not have any clashes. And that's what we do as an organization. I am not officially any voice of the party, but I speak for them in their favor. Therefore, I must work along with them and they must work along with me. And we did come to an agreement a few weeks ago that I would have preferred to give up the Monday show for the party, and then I would do the Tuesday show, and then we would try to have an early morning program at some point. So I don't want you, friends, to start fighting or overthinking. Things happen and it get rectified quickly, and we move forward. All right. So for that, I am I'm at a better place with the arrangement there. I just wanted you to know because I know you people. I know. So we're going to get to the program on the meeting on Sunday, last Sunday. We're getting there. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit. All right. So I was saying, folks, that in an organization, there are processes or C's, whichever one you choose, of course. And going into an election, there are certain processes that we will have to go through. Some people will have their favorite guy or their favorite gal and their favorite person who they want to see in a seat, running a seat, in a position. And that's fine. Of course, that's the democracy again of the United Workers' Party. But what I can say to you, friends, in that process, some people will feel hurt. Some people will not have their way. You're going to have a winner. And I'm not even going to call the other person a loser because we don't have losers in the United Workers' Party. Well, not that I know of as yet. But you're going to feel a certain way, disappointed, disillusioned, and ukai satya a manye. Because udeka expect favorite munu pu hen sit la, kui sit la e ba e me uhakunet. What I would say to you, my people, continue to allow the process to go forward. I have my favorite candidates that I want to see, but I was disappointed, but I'm happy. Why? Because we still have United Workers' Party candidates that are going up. In it. Good. And we will have our own ideas as to what should take place, but trust the process. The other thing I want to say is that for those who were selected, congratulations to you. And we're going to get that photo up. Congratulations to you. You know, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candidates that was launched on Sunday. The United Workers' Party has been asking the supporters, where's the candidates if the election's called tomorrow? Where are the candidates? We don't see the candidates. Your guys are doing nothing. Where's the candidates? We need the candidates. So, well, you got some on Sunday. And I am sure, like I said, some people are going to be, I'm just saying, some people are going to be disappointed, blah, 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 blah. The whole story. But what I would ask you to do is to quickly get your emotions together. Snap out of it. Snap out of your emotions and your feelings and get back to work. Don't forget what you are working for. You added your names to be workers. We all know that one of the 5 workers was going to be chosen. Yes, I believe that there might be better ways out there to avoid a lot of hurt among the candidates, those who added their names. There's a lot of ways maybe we can fix and tweak, and it's a process going forward. And both parties, United Workers' Party, Labour Party, they all go through these processes. Some people keep it quiet, some keep a lot of noise, some show it, some make it obvious, of course, the pain. But there is always a different way to lessen the blow. I don't like to see people hurting, especially when we're on the same team. And let me just say this to you, that I support all our workers, those who were selected and those who were not selected. Once you are on this team, I stand with you. However, I am not going to stand with anyone who is ferocious, who is not a team player, who is not willing to yield to processes. If you can't yield to processes as a candidate, you will not be able to yield in government. I'm going to say that again. If you cannot follow processes and your feelings get hurt or not hurt, you can't stand you not having your way, your wish, or your will as a candidate. When you get into government, the possibility is there that you will get your feelings hurt at a cabinet meeting or in the House or the Senate, and you would want to take your tools and go and whisper to the Labour Party, look, I coming over, them fellas hurt me. We saw that with King. King said the same thing. I was hurt, they hurt me, so I coming over. Was that not what you saw? So I would caution those who have placed their names to be candidates, whether you were selected or not, or your names is still in the process. I would say to you, you better review your feelings. You better understand that we're up against a wicked organization. An organization that will not spare anything in these elections. And I'm very serious tonight, folks. We're going to get to the whole Sunday night thing, but I thought that I would be here to speak my mind for the moment. If you permit me to rant, I would say to you, be careful that the process does not turn you into a king. When I say king, I mean Mr. Stevenson, king. Like I said earlier, he got his feelings hurt. I don't know whether he wanted something or he wanted to do something or to have his way, and he did not have his way. And so what he started to do was to whisper to the other side, I vex with Chasney. I don't like Guy. I don't like this one. I don't like that one. I don't like Laura. I don't like Teresa. I don't like this one. And you start whispering. And then you go for the kill. Be careful with your emotions, how you manage it. Be careful during this process that you do not become a little Judas. It is a sincere warning. Take it with love. As a spiritual leader, sometimes we have to remind people that as much as we criticize Judas and King, we can become a king or a Judas. And I've always said to Christians, be careful how you talk about Judas, because you say Judas was a bad guy and Peter, these guys were messed up. Look what they did to Jesus, the Son of God. Excuse me. At any moment, you can become a Judas or a Peter. So I am sending out a warning and a reminder with grace. Let us put our feelings aside and think about the thousands of St. Lucians who are looking to the United Workers' Party to rescue this country. If it is all about you now, what about the people? Are you thinking about them? Are you concerned about them? Were you really in it because you love your country and you want to serve your country? Or were you just in it for yourself? And because yourself got hurt, then it is you and yourself in your emotions and not you and the people. Because again, you think of the people. There are times where I want to get off of this air and don't come back here and talk. But I think about you, the people. I met many of you, our viewers here, who said to me, man, I can't wait to watch you. I watch you every night. Every time you come on, I'm in the bathroom. And I say to myself, Lord, have mercy on me. And I said, no, it is not about my feelings. It is not about my temporary moments. But it is about a whole group of people who are relying on me to make a difference in their lives. And that is the truth. And yes, we do have feelings and they can get hurt quickly. And by the way, we also can set ourselves up to get hurt. Anytime we do not follow procedures, anytime we fall short of integrity, then it is easy for us to get set up and we lose all hope. In my opinion, friends, let us, and as I said, I understand all the feelings out there. I put myself in your position. But you can get over it. You can get out of it. You can get back on track. You can make it by the grace of God. There is absolutely nothing bad or because you are feeling a certain way. This is normal. You're a human being, for God's sake. But the quicker you snap out of it, it will be the quicker that you heal. Not only you heal, but your supporters heal. Those who wanted to see you run. Those who were hoping and praying that, yes, this is my guy. This is my guy. I didn't see some of my guys made it. When I followed, you know what I did? When I didn't see it, I said, man. And then I start clapping. I said, yes, go, go, go. We have your back. Go, go, go. My favorite candidates, I couldn't name them. I have a few of them that I have on my list. But I don't get in the party way. I don't get in the business when it comes to candidates and stuff. I stand clear of that. God, let the process go through, you know. But I had my favorite candidates. And I can call their names, but I'm not going to put them in such a position. I have my favorite people. I have some favorite women that I want to see run. I could call their names, but I wouldn't do that. You know, because I don't want to set you up too. And then when it doesn't happen, then you two start feeling a certain way. But I have my own, you know, I have my own biases. There are some of you that I have known for a while, even before politics, and I know that you are decent people. You can make some of you will make beautiful candidates and beautiful representative in the party. And I would vote for any UWP over any Labour Party support candidate, and that's a fact. You know, that's the good thing about this process. But I want to say there are some individuals, like the 3 seats, the new seats in Castries, that we have Chico and we have Clark, who got position. I know that there were other individuals who added their names to run, and I will tell you that those individuals who did not was not chosen or selected, these are good individuals. These individuals, it is not over for them. These individuals can do a whole lot of good for the development of the country. There are areas in government that those people who added their names can be a masterpiece. they would make very good leaders in the nation. And that's just a fact. Like Reynolds and Champagne, these guys are good. These guys have the drive, they have the information. Even Mr. Reynolds, this guy, you don't hear him out there a lot. You don't hear about him a lot, but a lot of people know him. He's a worker. He knows the community. We can walk in with his eyes closed and tell you where the toilets are. Good man. And I am glad that he's on this side. I am happy that he's on this side. And Champagne, I am even happy. Not happier, but I'm happy too that he too is on this side. These are good people. Folks, let me just try to remove this person from the live. I don't want any distraction. I'm not going to have that. We don't go on anybody's platform and disturb them. So I'm developing a zero tolerance for this type of thing. So let me just deal with this. Bear with me, folks, as I deal with it. I'm not going to tolerate that. You guys got to respect this page. I'm going to make you respect the page. All right? Because we're not speaking anything here that is really your business that you should comment on. You know, this is not the place for you right now. We're having an open family discussion, and we give you the privilege to listen in, but instead of listening in, you are typing garbage. You should be celebrating Julien, not being here, being disruptive. Tonight is not your night, so I just blocked you. I just removed you from this platform, you know? So I am not going to play that game here. We're having a beautiful family discussion, open discussion. This is not a cult. This isn't the United Workers' Party is a party of freedom. I can come here, yes, support the party, but speak on stuff that I see needing correction, improvement, and I can encourage our people to be true to their calling as United Workers' Party people. All right, so I'm going to get back to what I was saying so that we can go and do some we can go back on the chat. All right, so let's go back. They can come here, you can come and listen, but don't try to insult me. You don't know me like that. Have some respect. And I am not ordinary. I'm a child of God, and I would not have you to malmean me like that. When you see royalty, what you want to do is to act accordingly. Again, I'm going to say it, and I like that because it rhymes. When you see royalty, you need to act accordingly. Yeah? You need to act accordingly, and you wasn't acting accordingly. I'm going to take this call, all right? Caribbean American News Media Platform. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello. Good evening, Pastor Garfield.
Yes, my beloved brother.
And good evening to all the brothers and sisters listening and watching the show this evening.
And by the way, I just thank before you go on, I thank you publicly for your service, your effort before this successful event, and God bless you and your team.
Thank you, but I'm just doing what we all need to do. We do what we can do.
That's right.
To push the cause of our party and to hopefully in the interest of our country.
Yeah.
But I'll come to that in a little bit.
Yes.
But first, I want to thank everybody, all the people, all the United Workers' Party supporters, members, well-wishers, who in some way or the other contributed to the success of that meeting on Sunday.
Yes.
I think most of us believe that meeting was a historic event.
Yeah.
And history will speak about that meeting as a turning point in the direction of this country. Even the Labour Party is going to take heed of what they are doing, because the meeting sent a very, very strong message to the Labour Party that it's 3 years, it's 2 years away from the elections. And the people of the United Workers' Party, flubber people turning out in such large numbers cannot be ignored.
But remember, they left the party for dead. They say we have no leader. The leader don't know what he's doing. And so the party is dead. Flabo fini. You used to hear that. Saba Flabo, you're fini.
Well, you know, the thing is, one thing I learned in life is you never let people characterize you. You never let people define you.
That's
you
right.
define yourself.
That's right.
You define yourself. And I think many of our global supporters are a bit, and I hope they don't take me wrong, but I'm used to making controversial statements. But if they really know me, they will know that deep down, that I am probably one of the most committed, loyal, and dedicated fellow supporters.
Amen.
So when I make a statement, which in their mind might they think that I am putting our party at risk, is that I'm trying to strengthen our party. You see, politics in St. Lucia to me is not tribalism. I don't hate Labour.
Yeah.
I don't hate people who support Labour. And the reason why, because they're people just like me.
Yep.
They have freedom to choose. Our Constitution gives us that freedom.
Yep.
That's what it means to live in a democratic country. We can choose. We can choose what religion, if we want to be in a religion. We can choose what political affiliation. We can choose who we want to marry. We can make choices. We can choose whether we want to go to work or not. I mean, that's a choice we have. We're not forced to do anything.
It is.
But one thing about us is, you notice before, if a child was misbehaving, a member of your family could call on that child and discipline that child. Not necessarily to physical corporal punishment, but could call on that child with very stern conversation or word with that child. Today, people say, Papa le barishmo. Or say, Mama, you Papa. Papa le barishmo. And the parents come and want to even fight with you. So we have no discipline in the schools. We have no discipline in families because we learned that it took a village to nurture and to bring up a child.
Right.
And in the same way, when you belong to an organization, just like you belong to your country, when you belong to your country and you notice your country is being mismanaged or that your government is making mistakes, you don't keep quiet because the government is the government that you supported. If you do so, then you're not in the interest of the government.
But Jimmy, I also believe that there are certain things. I also believe that there are certain things that should be kept private or behind the scenes. You agree, right?
There are certain things definitely that should be kept private or behind the scenes. But there are certain things that sometimes not everybody can go behind the scenes. And I don't know if you understand what I mean by that.
I got you.
Because the business of your country is your business. There are certain things like the government cannot say to you, cannot discuss in your presence. But when when the Prime Minister refused to give us information on the CIP, right? And said that it's a matter that's in court and I refuse to speak about it anymore. What did we say? Did we say it's okay? Did we say it was okay? No, we didn't. No. We objected to the Prime Minister. When he said that he had to go to Caribbean Galaxy to get permission from them to tell us, the people of St. Lucia, about our business, how many passports were allocated to Caribbean Galaxy. We said, no way, that's not right. And I go back to election. Politics is not tribalism. If you're not willing to discipline your own children when they go wrong, then how could you be a responsible parent? How could you be a responsible member of an organization if you cannot point out where they're going wrong? How could you be a responsible citizen if you cannot point out to your government where it's going wrong? If when you call on your government and say, Mr. Prime Minister or Mr. Minister, you are doing this wrong. The CIP thing is wrong. The way you're managing our healthcare is wrong. The way you're managing our police force is wrong. And then because you say that, you get chastised, castigated, and victimized. Is that right?
Nope. Can never be.
Okay. So therefore, we must be careful when people are critical of us as a party before we castigate them or chastise them, because they are exercising the same thing we are asking them to exercise when it comes to the government.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that aside, that's not the issue I wanted to talk about. But I've covered that. I want the people to know that this voice note that is out in the public and on Facebook with my image, my picture on it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't send this voice note out. This voice note came from a private gathering in a group of UWPs where we were having a discussion, and somebody chose to take that voice note and put it out in the open until it reached the hands of the Labour Party, and they put it out on Facebook. So I did not send out a voice note.
Oh, this is a private.
Being accused.
So the private discussion.
It was in a private discussion.
Yes. Okay, got you.
It was in a private discussion, and with over 10 people in the discussion, and somebody, I don't know who. That's why sometimes among it, maybe even the person who took it and shared it, probably they didn't have malicious intent.
Yeah, sometimes, true, you're right.
But that is what happens.
Yeah.
But what I really want to speak about is that meeting is a signal. Whereas the Labour Party is trying to throw us into distractions, and some of us as UWPs are allowing ourselves to be distracted by a little voice note from Billy Haynes. When the issues that caused those people, us, I didn't go, but to come out in the hundreds and if not the thousands or 2,000 to factories, is that people are feeling the pinch of the dead economy. An economy in 2023 grew by only 2.2%, which was the lowest growth in the Eastern Caribbean Union. An economy where we now have borrowed in the 3 years in excess of $1 billion.
Wow.
With a repayment of over $1 million a day. That is the responsibility that this government has put on the backs of solutions alive today, our children, our grandchildren, and probably even the children of our grandchildren. So my little voice note is nothing. A country right now where for 3 years we have had to suffer unprecedented homicides, record numbers, and this year we have got 60 or more murders already, homicides, on the way to even breaking last year's record of 75. These are the issues that we should not allow the Labour Party to distract us with a little voice note.
Yeah.
Issues that in St. Lucia, we see a government, because our Olympian is returning, they rush and patch the roads all over, just where she's going to drive, as if we, the people who are here, are not important. And I'm not saying we shouldn't make preparations for Julien, but in our communities, we too are important. We too pay taxes. We see no effort to patch our roads, and not only our roads with potholes, littered with potholes, we have forests or jungles on both sides of the roads, posing a danger, a hazard for pedestrians and motorists alike, and even a threat for the personal safety of people, because in these, the lights from the street lamps have been obscured by the branches of the trees, and who knows what can happen in this country with so much crime that we have. We still have parents. There are still parents, Pastor Garfield. This is the 3rd week of school who have not been able to send their kids to school. There are kids going to school with empty lunch kits, maybe just a little packet of conkles or chips in it, and a glow-do, and nothing else. And some of the schools where they used to provide little lunches for the kids, they have cut down on those lunches They cut down on the school transportation system. They cut down on the subsidy that was on the gas, the 20 and 22 pounds gas cylinder, the cooking gas cylinder.
Yeah.
They cut down on those subsidies. These are the things that most parents in St. Lucia use to send their children to school.
Yeah.
They allowed the price of bread to go up. They removed the subsidy on flour. These things are more important than a little voice note that Jimmy put out, whether he put it out or not. Let's stop allowing ourselves to be distracted. The candidate selection, whoever they choose to run, there are a set of people we are put in charge of doing so. They are supposed to do their jobs properly so that there will be as minimal conflict and rural over whoever is selected or how they were selected. That's what's important, right? We need to continue this journey that we're on.
Yeah.
When we lost the elections in 2021, there was a period of time between August of 2021 up to around December of 2021 where many people were missing in action. And there were many people who flocked to places like Sky FM and to the Flubbo Train group chat to find solace, to get information, to be reassured that the United Workers' Party would stay alive and kicking. Today, I want to thank those people on Sky FM, those people who formed all of those little group chats around, including especially the one that I am part of, the Flubbo Train, which is over 200 people. It's the largest group chat that the United Workers' Party has of members from all over the world.
Yeah.
And I want to thank them for standing strong, even when things got difficult, and even like today and yesterday, where I found myself under attack. I am well, and our country, our party is doing better than it is, but we must not get complacent.
No, we must not.
We must fix the issues that we realize need fixing. And to our own people, if somebody criticizes you and you are in leadership, don't push them away. Engage them. Discuss the issues with them. Make them understand what is going on rather than pushing them away or getting vexed with them. That doesn't work in the interest of our party or in the interest of the mission
the grocery
that we have
and beyond. I see
take back
people, I
this
see
country.
flags.
Because taking back this country,
People are
after
celebrating.
Gaffney is not
You're
going to be
welcome in,
easy for the
Julien.
Labour Party.
Welcome in the home.
These guys are determined, and they made it quite clear when they came in the election campaign of 2021 that they will do anything to get into power. They will do anything to remain in power. Just like the Prime Minister said, get in their faces and tell them that you lost. Zoted. So I would like to finish by sending a little message to the Labour.
Talk to me.
A little pick on.
Drop it.
Zoteni anti marché, anti walk. Zoteni yon de ti moun anti walk là. Mais moi ça hierarchy Labour pastor d'appel.
Yes, sir.
Pas clair. Et puis c'est moun yo teni en walk là. Vous va peut-être. Après tout ça yo fait. Yo paye moun. Yo fait step, yo paye tout gens step même jour vendredi. Si en bas yo a fait première fois yo fait ça. Normalement, là yo fait un step, yo pas payer au semaine après. Mais parce que yo fini match là, les dimanche là, yo paye tout le monde vendredi. Et puis yo bay moun voucher taxi 100 good. Voucher maxi 100 good. Yo paye moun, yo bay yo boy, yo bay yo tout bagay. Et vous savez bagay? You doit be faire un petit bagay, un petit meeting. Et puis, il croise yo en sunshine pour la tenir pour le bail club. Ça désolé. Ça yo fâché, yo pas portrait, yo pas voice note, yo met sur Facebook. Pour quoi il fait flambeau fâché, moi. Flambeau. Fier la fille à nous nous regarder bail là. Nous croiser yo dimanche là qui passe là, les bas, la dit point Philippe Pierre, ex-nom des hommes Moi, là, j'ai emporté 4 docteurs, moi, qui étaient qu'à souder Philippe J. Pierre. Ça fait, c'est pour quitter, Julien, bien bon, aujourd'hui. Un homme qui a fait un speech, non, même si c'est pour finir, ça, pour raison, Philippe J. Pierre, pour quitter tellement bonheur. En coûte la digit qui fait pour aider beaucoup, il y a 20 mescois. La Perez meeting ça, parce qu'il commence à ouais, exoéli. Il do bout ouais bagay exé. Tout le monde a exé ça. Mais Philippe commence à ouais exoéli.
Exoéli.
On dit jour.
Moi-même.
Philippe et puis les bas nous pour payer pour mauvaise paye. Ou voulez dire moi Julien pas tenir rouge en l'œil, il pas tenir jaune en l'œil, moi il a courir Olympics là. Moi il tenir 7 ici en l'œil.
Oui.
Nous faisons un gros fait pour ici voyez. Être moi d'accord avec ça. Il méritait ça. Mais il n'a pas envie de cesser mon opposition.
Wow.
Il n'a pas envie de cesser mon opposition. Exceller, bas, différents chat. J'ai construit là. Yo tiens les Charles Coco. Quatre il mettait blanc à la même opposition, à la Alan Chatley, Bradley, Harold, Dominique Ferrat, c'est yo qui c'est opposition. That yo pas présent en activité aujourd'hui, les madame Neivé.
Oh non.
Les yo même staff, yo pas ba yo invitation pour venir. Yo pas ba opposition invitation pour venir à l'aéroport là pour joindre et puis madame Julien Alfred. Et ça c'est méchanceté, ça c'est mauvaiseté, et ça wrong. Et comme ça, il y a une invitation pour venir dans un cocktail demain au soir. Les personnes ne peuvent pas yo, try sous yo. Dis-les bas, nous parlons mieux. Yo n'y a l'habitude de try by moon, tout partout except. Si vous voulez Walter son matin en lake à oui, mais ça peut changer direction. Flambeaux, we're on the way to victory. Stay strong, don't be distracted. We are on the way. On the way, we'll get a few potholes. Nous allons tomber dans petit tour, nous allons bouffer un corner, nous allons jeter à nous, nous allons mettre gaz dans nous. Et puis nous, aller zero ahead, one way we're going. Victory to the United Workers' Party. Whenever the Labour Party get over the latitude that they have. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Good night. Now that was our brother Jimmy there. I know it was. I know it's. You thought it was a little long, but it's okay, all right? So let me get down to the whole, now, I want to thank the organizers, the executive, like I said, for this march. We're going to go over to some of the events there. And Jimmy rightfully said that I was shocked, honestly, with the, not with the turnout. I knew that the people were tired and the people were going to come out and they were going to support their party. The people love their party. But one of my concern was, well, not concern, my surprise is that both Mr. Pear and some of the SLP pundits were saying that there were nobody at the march, that the march was a flop and nothing happened, and Phillips, he was looking to hear, to see the people or to hear the people, I don't know, and he ain't seen nobody, and people saying, look at people, and he ain't seen nobody. I'm like, what was this brother watching? Was he watching the event in Bexar? Was he watching the small event that he was at? What was he talking about? Because for all solutions who have eyes to see, and that's what I'm telling you, folks, that is how these fellas are deceptive. Them fellas came there in the boulevard to take pictures to prove that the national event in the boulevard was a flop and nobody was coming. So they came early while the people are still coming, and they satisfied themselves by saying nobody's here. Now, for all of us who have eyes to see, those of you who were at the event in person, you would realize that Flabo turned out. Some of you were surprised. I wasn't surprised. Some of you were surprised that the people would have turned out to the national event. This is not even a protest, you know. This is just a national event, get together for the party and the people. And the fellas bend themselves on the ship. Nobody came. Blah, 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 blah. But I hear a Labour friend of mine say, boy, the UWP, boy, they have a lot of energy on their side, but the Labour Party got to go and look for energy. Well, how can you look for energy when you are doing a lot of stuff that you should not be doing? How can you build up momentum like this party was defeated at the last general elections? Defeated. You left them for dead. You said they're finny. They can never. And you have guys in your party or in your government who try to hit the United Workers Party with a deadly blow. Both King and Buddy. And Buddy said, well, we have champions there in the party that will ensure that basically it mash up, or this one is out of leadership. We didn't see that happen. What we saw was event after event. The people showing up. And the more they show up is the more excitement, the more energy. And the more energy is the more the people come out. That is what you call momentum. The party is not gaining momentum. They have momentum. And you viewers my people got to understand that you are not gaining momentum. You have momentum. You have the wind beneath your wings. So let's go over to the event and we'll get some clip from the event.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to present to you a gentleman from the South. I want to present to you a man who is worthy of being called a district representative. And as the powers that are invested in me as the chairman of the United Workers' Party, I endorse Harold Stanislas for Supra.
Reverend, look at people. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the excitement.
Go. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Harold Stanislas. Yes.
Look at this. You see what I'm talking about, folks? You see what is happening there?
You like what you're saying, Zova? Utan Samwedu. Kista chairman nadi. Oswaya campaign la kuma stay. Kista chairman nadi. Oswaya campaign la kuma stay. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that is the lunch of candidates. Look. Yes, my friends. This is.
Mwavla Mike pour moi chebe. Comme Mike là moi chebe à présent. Cause moi un endorsement qui a fait ici à affolé. Vous avez ici à 200 tout à l'heure. Bon moi Mike souple. Mike là qui. Bon moi Mike. Un Mike qui pas ni pièce code. All right. Very good.
Look at that. Folks, just reminding you.
Parce que yo père moun sala. Yo pas vle vie, yo pas jamais vle vie en parlement. Mais kou sala nou ka di yo high water, low water, he can't wait. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the walking dictionary of the United Workers' Party, I want to endorse none other but Guy Joseph, the Caspi's Southeast.
Reverend, that is the party. That's it. You know.
How am I doing? How am I doing? How ek lani an kok mwen vle introduce ek.
Let me just tell you one thing tonight. You're not going to get any political jokes out here tonight. If you want to hear political jokes, go across the street in the House of Assembly. Labour has 15 jokers there. Go and get political jokes over there. Bagay Kavini. Abwezan, ou pa vle tan mwen anko. Paske ou sa jwen se chargeon la, ex-sergeant major. You want to hear from the sergeants now? Okay, no problem. Moi, I respect this, because I am ready to do battle with the sergeants. And led by the Sergeant Major, Alan Shasley. So tell me.
Okay, folks, we still there. We still there.
And so tonight,
a paradise for all. That this campaign is not just about me. It is a campaign for all benefits. Bon idea by Oswea. Oshai Flabo kadi yo pakatan Bradley assez. Naïma les autres questions. La poupoule qui a mangé caillou, est-ce qu'on attend li? Sometimes we have to work in silence.
One thing, Nancy,
and
you have a lot of
when
noise
we do
behind
what
there.
We do, and we break down the foundation, all fall down. By the time the Labour Party realize what is happening, the foundation fall down. All of us have our styles, and all of us have our Williams, God rest his soul. He came on his show and he showed us videos and pictures of the state of the old St. Jude's. Into office. I want to thank the people of Choiseul,
The sick and the distressed, hoping for some relief from their individual pain. Even though, Mama Flabo, that they do their best to try to overcome.
when you can take a stand, then you can talk about coming. And you know what? You know what? Let me leave that alone. Let me leave that alone. Right now, I will call on somebody to let him know that he taking too long to come. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Kakal on the podium.
One, testing. St. Lucia. Sing it with me. You taking too long to come. You taking too long to come. Cling, my cellular ring. Call ID showing Jacqueline. She tell me, Kakal, your chance are at day 8. Check me Friday night at 8. I was so happy, so I gonna shopping. At Steve, at trimming, at shaving. I wanted to impress she, so I reached at 8 exactly. Outside the door, I kept calling. She answering, but not appearing. I say 9 o'clock come, she's still balling. I'm coming. So come in and come. Try to the body line. Boy. Go. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Ça fait mon yo ka parler comme ça. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Ça fait mon yo ka parler. Quitte Saint-Lucie, femme moi go boudin. Moute Amérique, les moi high point. A femme allergis à les couches l'hôpital. Tout en négadi moun sa pa iska. Quand tout en yo. Not believe for the country is not to grieve. confidently. These are the questions Jack asking me. Let's go now. Jack. Why every time a minister falls sick, they on plane flying to Martinique, while we are left down here for Lazarus or Creek? Why a poor man thief a bread and run because call for execution, while politicians free giving plenty millions? Jack. Why you tie the hands of police? You send away the dogs that were trained to sniff. You will replace it with no experts in ballistics. Tell them, jackass, jackass, jackass. The whole of St. Lucia, they want to know. Jackass. Let's go now. Now listen to the second verse. I want you to be a little quiet for the second verse. Hear that now. Now Jack is afraid because he asking questions. He want to ask Delius if he could get license for a gun. The crime rate high. They cannot get solutions. Victims of crime have no witness protection. If national security is top priority, why is nobody in charge of we? Things get so dread. Police and magistrate asking for protection from the state. Thank you, thank you.
My screwdriver.
Look,
my screwdriver.
Look. Thank you very much for the opportunity to sing to my people. I don't get it all the time, so I feel really good. Thank you very much for my contract. Thank you for paying me in advance. Thank you for paying me in advance. I heard some of them got paid after 3 months. In the meantime, sing that song.
My screwdriver. My
if you know that song, dance it. Just do your hand that.
It's screwing.
Lucia is your husband at home. Oh no. Why you want me to come alone? A handyman you want me to be. Oh no. You want me to fix your TV. Oh. So I take the part and I put it back and I make sure it's clean and prop. The next thing I do is to fit the screw. Use my Phillips to screw it up. That Phillips screwing up everything. My Phillips screwing
up everything.
My Phillips
screwing up everything. My Phillips screwing up everything.
My Phillips screwdriver.
My Phillips screwdriver.
My Phillips screwdriver.
My Phillips screwdriver.
Make the song now. If you heard it.
Infrastructure.
That will come to an end. But monsieur vous savez Kakal sans police. Mais gouvernement Saint-Lucie pas de pièce ouest pour police. I remember recently I saw in the news an ex-sergeant of police who served this country for 36 years. This year, I regarded about a passport by the passport department. L'appli commence à tomber. Et monsieur, I power l'appli. He went in to shelter the rain and they kick him out. A man who didn't only serve for 36 years. I want to inform you. When St. Lucia became independent, he was the one who raised the flag for our independence. And that is how our government is treating this charge.
People are balance this with youth. Are you with me? Youth. Solidarity. A big hand. A big. right, Ross, come forward. Ross, we need you. You need to start coming forward. Come forward. Ross. Rush. Come forward. Okay. All right. Tikwa. 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 Yes. All right. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand. That's right. Solid.
And you wanted to know who will make Pip go. So we had to.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
better representation is on its way. And hear this. The United Workers' Party will not put a billboard in front of you. A political billboard in front of you. The United Workers' Party understands the high cost of living that all of us are suffering from. We understand the pain and the lack of action by this guy.
Rush Clark, Kai fire Richard Frederick, and I declare what Kai mete by in the next general election. I am proud to stand on a
right here in history for the housing sector.
And Mr. Martinez brought me into a conversation with Grenada, with Dominica, and with St. Kitts. And we all intend to file a class action suit so we can recover the money that you, if they don't pay the bills at OKEU, and make sure that people can get proper health care. Let me say this to you. A little less than a year ago, they had a lady who went to OKU, and she was suffering and her stomach was upset. She sat on a chair for 5 days. She stayed on the chair all day and all night. And finally, when they realized that she was in serious pain, they put her in the bed just in time for the priest to give her her last rites. We know the story of the mother who brought her little baby in there and held the baby in her arms, and the baby died in her arms until anybody can help them. This is not only unfair to you, but this is unfair to the nurses and doctors and the administrators. And they are...
Folks, I just wanted to remind you of the event on Sunday. And I was enjoying it. I didn't want to come back on the screen, but I didn't want you also to get tired of just viewing it. But let me just say, I realized that there was some disorder or something like that under the live. And I believe there's a misunderstanding there. With Kadisha, towards Kanisha, and let us have some respect, folks, over there under the platform. We are not like that. We are better than that. And so I'm going to ask you to just try to bring a calm there and let us respect each other, especially the sisters under the platform. All right. So I'm going to ask you to just calm it down, tone it down, so that, you know, we can enjoy the moment. We have Julien and Alfred. We are celebrating, and also we have we have the United Workers' Party that we are celebrating. Julien Alfred, we welcome her home, and we also want to welcome home the team. The team is coming together nicely. We have 7 right now, 7 candidates for the next general elections, and we look forward to the naming of the other candidates for the elections. Now, I'll tell you folks, and I told you tonight, that we as a people need to come together, and it is so easy sometimes for us to insult each other and to just get disillusioned so easily. And I'm going to ask you folks to just keep your minds focused. You are very close. You're very close, and you need to maintain that. All right, caller, you on the Air Caribbean American News Media Platform.
Good evening, Brother Gasol. How are you doing?
Not bad, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I just want, it brings joy. I had to see our Olympian, our national hero, Julien Alfred. She came, she finally is at home, and today is a proud moment for all St. Lucian. And we ought to be happy and be jubilant and taking the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you UWP or SLP, that's not the issue. We are all St. Lucians, and it's a proud moment for every St. Lucian.
Mm-hmm.
So we welcome our national hero, Julien Alfred, to her home.
Yep.
And we hope that all the rest of the activities will be safe and enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. And
we wish her all the best in the future endeavors.
Yes.
But what I was a little bit disappointed in is, as you know, information reaching us is that the leader of the opposition and Honorable Bradley Felix were not invited to the reception. I think that was a golden opportunity for the Labour Party government to have united the country. Because like you indicated earlier, it would have been a nice gesture to see the leader of the opposition and the Prime Minister welcoming our national hero, our national icon, Julien Alfred.
Mm-hmm.
That would have, for one moment there, united the country.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, Brother Gaston, and let us be truthful about this. The country is polarized right now. There's a serious political divide.
Mm-hmm.
And when you lead in a country, you must be a unifier. And this today would have been a golden opportunity for this Philip JPL-led administration to have united the country. But no, it's politics as usual. And it's like they wanted to take the spotlight. And then what is worrying to me, I don't want to bring any negatives because we ought to celebrate our national hero.
Mm-hmm.
But what I noticed was something that was criticized at the last Motorcade, where a government minister's vehicle, private vehicle, was used for the Motorcade. And today I saw that happening again. I don't know if you remember her last arrival, a certain government minister's vehicle was used, and persons had objections and raised objections to that. And I'm seeing this very same thing happen this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And that is very shameful. And that tells you that we have a government of the Labour Party who does not care what the people feel and what they about the issues. You would think that they would learn from what the frustrations and the concerns of the people, of the population. But this shows total contempt.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to say today was a little bittersweet moment for me, in that the leader of the opposition and Honorable Bradley Felix were not invited to the reception. And like I indicated, that would have been a perfect opportunity to unify the country. I just want to say I'm very happy in the direction that the United Workers' Party is taking. Last Sunday was a historic meeting. I've never seen crowds of that magnitude on the boulevard. Not even in the heydays of Sir John Compton. I've seen people turn out on the boulevard in the thousands. That says one thing, that people are suffering. The country is not going in the right direction. People are feeling the pinch. The issues and the hardship is real, and people just wanted to exhale. They wanted an opportunity to exhale, and they used that opportunity to exhale. And that should give the Labour Party one strong message that the people are ready for change.
Yeah.
To the new two candidates, Brother Peter Chico and Brother Roche Clark, they are very promising, and I hope they continue along those lines. And I just want to say that the United Workers' Party is heading into the right direction, and to encourage all our supporters. We are unified in one purpose, Flabo people, Flabo family. I love all my United Workers' Party people, but we are unified, and we should be unified in one common purpose. And that is, and let us not lose sight, and we have to remain to keep our eyes on the prize, and that is to remove the St. Lucia Labour Party from government. So I know we have to, like you said, we have to trust the process. When it comes to the selection of candidates, you might have your choice of favor. I might have my choice of favor in this candidate. But at the end of the day, there could only be one candidate. What we have to do, and it's not, like you said too, and I agree with you, if I am a candidate and I'm not chosen, I will feel away. I will feel despondent. I will feel disappointed. But at the end of the day, what precedes me as a candidate, as an individual, is the party and by extension the country. And so we have to put our emotions aside and focus and work with our party to win this election. And like I have indicated on another forum, this election is the most important general election in the history of St. Lucia. It's either we make or we country. And so as Flabo supporters and members, let us continue to unite in purpose and rally around whichever candidate or candidates that who emerge and push our party's agenda, speak the issues, and let us bring the bacon home to remove the St. Lucia Labour Party once and for all from the government of St. Lucia. Thank you very much, Brother Garfield.
Thank you so much, Ian. Thank you for calling, sir. Appreciate it. All right, and that was Ian there, and a word of encouragement, and we need to, those of us who are on the air, those of us who communicate, we're in chat rooms, we need to encourage the people. We need to break up some of those cliques and those splinter groups that causing the distraction. We got to remain focused on building a brighter St. Lucia for all St. Lucians. The United Workers' Party is one of the main political parties in the country. And what we're seeing now, the unity of the people. And again, we're going to have all kind of issues with administration and everything else of any party. You have all different types of characters and temperament within a party. So people are going to clash, I'm sure, just like the Labour Party and other parties. And even in your home and even in your mouth, your teeth sometimes fight with your gum. And, well, if you have dentures, there's a fight there too. But your teeth sometimes fight with your tongue. And sometimes the tongue end up being bloodied because of your crooked teeth in your head want to fight the tongue. But all I'm saying, friends, you must remain focused. Caribbean American News Media, call it, you're on the air.
Good evening, Pastor Garfield. How are you doing?
Hey, not bad, my friend. How are you?
I'm good, by the grace of God.
Have you recovered yet from Sunday? Mode cagado, mama, modi mama.
Okay. All right. Pastor Garfield, I would just like to say congratulations to the two additional candidates or caretakers of our constituencies.
Yep.
This is Castries Central and Castries East, Mr. Chico and Mr. Clark.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, I heard Ian about Julien Alfred and not inviting. In fact, the government of St. Lucia not inviting the opposition leader to the cocktail and whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I want to tell Ian, that's in the DNA of the SLP. Are we surprised that these people did that?
Yeah.
Are we surprised?
I'm not surprised.
That's in the DNA. So I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
I am happy they did it. You know why? Because the whole world is probably listening to you tonight. And they are hearing of the disgust of the St. Lucia Labour Party, which is the government of St. Lucia, the behavior towards the opposition party, which is a branch of the government of St. Lucia.
Right.
Okay? That's an embarrassment to them. So that's another nail in their coffin.
Yeah.
Moving forward, the momentum, we have to keep it.
Yep.
Moving forward, the momentum has to be in an incubator. Moving forward, it has to stay hot. Okay? We have enough problems in that country to think of here not giving Julien Alfred, giving the opposition leader and Mr. Bradley Felix an invitation to the cocktail. Ça passe la peine nous. Qui c'est Pierre là, cocktail Pierre ni pour battre.
But I don't understand why.
What they do in their cocktail, while they are behaving the way they are behaving, the government of St. Lucia. Today, word on the street in Castries that our students at Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, about 30 to 50 of them have dropped out of school because of the cost. Their parents cannot afford to pay the school for them because of the inflation and the way the country is today. The same Philippines that stood up in the House of Parliament, in our House of Parliament, and say every household in this country have to have a graduate, our degree graduate, he said?
College degree 1.
Okay, he said every single household in St. Lucia is supposed to have a college graduate or a university graduate.
Yeah.
And so there's 3 years with him being in government as the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. He made that comment, and 3 years after, what we having? Dropouts. Dropouts out of our schools because the parents cannot afford to send their children to school to get an education. Parents are crying on the ground because things are so hard in this country, Pastor Garfield.
Yep.
And it's not a joke. I wouldn't waste my time on Felix here not giving Aaron Schatzner and Mr. Felix, let me give him his right title. I like to give the opposition leader his tips. The leader of the opposition and Mr. Bradley Felix an invitation to the cocktail with Julien Alfred. Okay? I'm not surprised. I don't have time to comment on that. Everybody saw that the man wasn't there, or the two gentlemen, they were not available at the session. So everybody should know by now what is happening.
Right.
So let us talk about the hardship, the hunger, and the poverty that is eating our people in St. Lucia.
Right.
Because of Philip Pierre. You heard what I told you? About 30 to 50 students dropped out of Arthur Lewis Community College.
Wow. And that's a fact.
And when I heard that from a parent, and when I thought it was a lie, my nephew came and he said that is true.
Oh, wow.
Because we we have the figure. We said what if the lady said about 20 students. When my nephew said about 50 to 60.
We got to look into that.
The same government that said that for the people, putting the people first. So now we have no school, no healthcare, infrastructure, don't talk. What we have is poverty, inflation, taxes, that's all we have. And these are the things that we have to bring to the people so that they can know what is happening.
Wow.
While they're on the street, I'm not telling them don't care for Julien Alfred, but you cannot care for Julien Alfred and our students now. In a worse condition than Julien Alfred. Julien Alfred wouldn't want to know that our students are in that condition. Because she got where she is today because they want to deny that Mr. the opposition leader assisted the young lady. He did. He did. He never turned his back on her. So we need to know what is happening at Upper Louis Community College. And it was said that the professors and them, they're never in the school. They're hardly there. The children don't even want to go to school anymore.
Wow. That's not good.
That most of the professors that are up there, they are labor supporters and they have contracts working on the side with the government. So when they have their little work to do with the government, they're staying away from the classes and they go in and assist or what it is little contract, whatever they have to do for the government, they go in and do it and they're leaving the children up on the moon by themselves. So you see how messed up this society is?
Yeah.
So when you do that, the children drop out. What is it? What? Where you send them? On the block. Because of your taxation. Because of your wickedness, your cold heart, Philip Pierre. I know you must be in a sway with Julien Alfred, but your minions will tell it to you. Where you leave our children to go, and when you finish, you're talking about TVET and nonsense school. What is happening in our education system? What is wrong? The whole country is upside down. And you're saying like you're surprised, you'll see the crowd. That you're not supposed to be surprised because you know very well you're not leading the country well.
Yep, well, they try to deny that there was a crowd, the SLP, because, I mean, they're fooling themselves. They have been underestimating the United Workers' Party for a very long time. And the party keeps disappointing them at every event.
But I tell them already, and like you always say, righteousness exalts the nation.
That's right.
Okay? And God's truth have to
That's so true.
be exposed. And to the UWP supporters, again, I will tell you, where there is confusion, God is not there.
Amen.
Where there is confusion, God is not there. Something had to come up with. After that meeting, UWP put on there in the boulevard, the devil had to intervene.
Yeah, man. He's a defeated guy, you know.
He had to.
Yes.
He has to pop his head up.
Yep. And that's why the people got to remain focused on the prize.
Exactly.
Don't be distracted.
Something that will irritate us. But all we need is confidentiality.
Yep. That is what is lacking. A lot of people don't understand what that is. And that's the truth. A lot of people don't understand what it is. Some people can't keep. Some people don't know how to keep their mouth shut anyway.
And that is it. And sometimes people don't want to talk because of that. People say, they say, she say, he share, and it's so.
He share,
By the time
yep.
you say something and
Yep.
it reach to the 10th person, what you said is not what the 10th person knows.
Yep. Sometimes the story is not even what is being circulated. It's something totally different.
You sometimes you tell somebody that cat is black. Okay, the cat is black, or I saw a gray cat. By the time the 10th person get that message, they will tell you she said the cat was pink and not the cat is black.
The people need to shut them out and listen a little more. Some people, they talk too fast, too much. They repeat things that they know nothing about just to create confusion, and then they act like they are victims at the end of it all.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Man, listen to me. This is just nonsense. And
people can have their own freedom to speak. You can speak. But
speak.
leave it where you speak, where the conversation is, leave it there. And they have a lot of smart people, they will call upon you to think that they can get information from you. You have to be careful how you speak it.
Yeah, people got to just learn how to see things, hear things sometimes, and wait. Just watch. People don't know how to watch. Just allow things. Just watch, and you will see the end of it. But they talk even before anything. You know, like the stories, all the nonsense stories out there that the party just walk on people and kick people down the road and blah. No, man, there's a process. Let's follow the process, and let us not give the Labour Party any garbage to speak. They're going to speak anyway. They're always in flabber business. I never see a party that loves another party's business, internal affairs. They're not even dealing with the politics, you know. All they're dealing with the party, the leaders, and what is happening in the party, and blah, 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 blah. That's not your business. Mind your business.
But they don't have a choice, Pastor Gaspar. They don't have a choice.
I know.
They have to watch it because they know they're screwing up. They are screwing up big time. So they have to watch what UWP is doing, and they're seeing the momentum is growing. So they have to interfere.
The people I never see was the people. I saw my partner having a big party with cabbage and chicken nuggets and big story. You flabo shash there, flabo shash there, flabo shash there. How you wasting God's time? Flabo shash there. And on Sunday, what happened on Sunday? What happened on Sunday happened on Sunday, and it's going to happen again. And if you guys don't change course, it will happen on a bigger scale.
Well, I'll tell them one of the big supporters said she has a habit with them. Next round, the crowd going for club. I will tell them that. I will tell them who the big supporter is.
Well, I have one. I have one when they saw the crowd in Castries in the boulevards, because somebody had already went on their platform and told them, laughing, no, nobody care about. It's only 20 people in the boulevard. Nobody care about. And so they took pictures and said it. And Reverend, when the person found out the truth, the SLP was very disappointed that their own people were lying to them, misleading them that nobody was there, there was no crowd. And the person said, well, Labour fini. That's all. Tattoo sell money for the Labour fini. So, keep on going. Keep on going.
If you can understand the patois, right?
Oui, parle patois, parle créole. Moi-même, I know it.
Go. Excuse me, yon Labour. Labour for. Il dit il y a Philippe Pierre Bétis ça là. Il dit c'est Labour, mais il pas qu'à faire ça.
Il pas ça pour.
L'élection pour il can tirer Pierre là, because Pierre pour comprendre oui.
Père said, Père.
So that's your message.
Père même dit pas ouais crowd là.
They will turn on y'all.
Père dit il ka gade pour crowd à boulevard qui pas ouais. So il sa monsieur des problèmes avec Zey.
Il pas ni des problèmes avec Zey, mauvais.
Il va avec clair.
Avec clair.
Flabo kay fait ouais clair. C'est Flabo kay fait ouais chibé. Qui dit?
And before I go past to Gabriel, I want to tell the United Workers Party supporters, I I think I heard the chairman said the next gathering we're gonna do it down south.
South, yeah. It's like
Pull yourself up, stop yourself, and we're going down there. We're dominating the south. That worse than we dominate Catherine.
Yes. So
because if we do not do that, we will not save our country. And another thing I want to tell you all, if we do not try and get this government out, have them to call an election or have them to start flying through windows. Through the windows of the parliament. Said Lucia, I don't think you will be able to fix it again.
I don't know.
And let's go forward with our political party. The one we know that is doing the best for St. Lucia, that has been doing the best for St. Lucia. So when they call upon us, when the opposition leader calls us again, we stop up and we getting ourselves down in the south by what?
Yes, man.
To tell to go through the election process whenever these idiots.
So all I'm saying, all roads lead to the south. All roads lead to the south. It's going to be bigger and better. Si ou pa te kastui a Boulevardla, ou kay di pou desen vie for le joua ouive. Tout moun ni pou ale. Mwen ki ka dizo sa. Pearson.
Transportation.
If you're from Grosile, you can start walking from tonight. You'll get there in time.
I tell you, I tell you. Bring up guns, bring something like government state.
Yeah, man. If you all get me vexed, I coming down. If you all get me vexed, I landing right there in View 4 at the same time with the match.
We're not stopping.
Nope.
Full steam ahead we going.
That's right. Full steam ahead.
It's time for us to get our country back on the reputation of our country.
Yes, man. Yes, I agree with you. Thank you, my friend.
Last week again, I will repeat myself.
Repeat.
I want to get some good customs there from Martinique, and the people track every single bag that is coming from Martinique there.
Wow.
And Philip can never talk enough about it.
Wow.
One week he was in the House of Parliament, or 4 days he spent there. He showed us the people of St. Lucia how he created jobs, ambassador at large, for people we don't know. He's asked. And now he's stopping us again to pay his ask. Wow. And to me, when you imposing taxes on people, you have to go in the parliament and let the citizens know about it.
Yeah, you got to. That's right.
You cannot put tax on people and you're telling the people about it. And some of them tell me they're not outraged. When I was talking about it, I was outraged because I burst out in outrage.
Wow. But thank you, Alison. Just keep the fire burning. Let's try to unify.
It has to burn.
Yes.
We have to buy our care and like ourselves. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you. And folks, listen to me. Oh boy, we have one more call. We're going to go, but we're not going to be long with this call. But let's take the call and then we will do our closing. All right, caller, you're on the air. You're the last call. Caller, you're on the air. You're the last call. Caribbean American News Media Platform.
Good evening to everyone on the platform.
Hey, sister, how are you? Welcome to the platform. Long time.
Thank you. I'm here. I'm good.
Blessings.
Thank you. I have been listening to the program. There's an echo. Is it happening on your end as well?
Okay, I think the echo is gone now.
Okay, great stuff. Yes, it is. All right. So, Brother Garfield, I've been listening. I think we've had quite a few good callers tonight. I just want to not be too long. I just want to talk about the event on Sunday, just for a little bit.
What was your experience? Thank you.
The UWP event on Sunday was phenomenal. We had the attendance was one of the best I've ever seen in all of the events we've had in the past this time around. A lot of people came dressed. 98% of persons, or 97%, 96 were dressed in the yellow T-shirts, the UWP T-shirts, showing support for their party. So we had a good cross section of people, as in young people, middle-aged people, older people. It was just a great event. The energy of Garfield was above board. It actually felt like the boulevard was on fire.
Yeah? Wow.
Yes, the energy was...
Flabo is heat, you know.
It was great. Yes, the heat. The heat was there. I want to congratulate the two men who got endorsed in the persons of Roche Clark and Peter Chico. Congratulations. We believe in you, and we believe that you will bring those seats home. I also want to congratulate those who have returned to the fray, such as the Honorable Alan Chasney, our leader, Guy Joseph, Dominique Fede, our deputy leaders, Mr. Soufre, I'm trying to remember his name now, and I think there's one more person, on Bradley. My goodness, Bradley. Bradley is on fire these days. Bradley's speaking. Bradley is doing his thing. And I like that we all are doing, I think most of us, if not all of us, our hearts and souls are into what we're doing with the party, no matter how small or how big. Whether it be talking to people on the ground or speaking to people in our workplaces or our families or wherever we at, we are doing what we're supposed to be doing. Thanks to all the people. I'm not from the party hierarchy. However, thanks to all the people who did all these advertisements, etc., that helped to promote the event on Sunday, because the event was a great success. Having said all of this, I realize there's a little bit of friction, and I don't want to talk about this for too long. I don't want to talk about the friction.
No.
But I just
That
want
too
to
shall
let
pass.
people know. Yes, that too shall pass. And not only that we all are team players here. And there can only be one person endorsed for each constituency. There cannot be two, and there cannot be three. Whoever the selection committee is, I'm sure they're doing their utmost best to get the right candidate, the person who checks all the boxes to bring that seat home on election day.
Yeah.
So we are going to have our little disappointments.
Yeah.
We are, however, don't let our emotions control our logic in this.
Yeah.
And we all are human beings, and we all have emotion. However, we need to use our best senses and use our logic and see it for what it is. Now, what we should do is, if we're vying for looking for endorsements or vying to be the rep for any constituency, my advice is, if you are not the chosen or not the one endorsed, that you should join the person that has been endorsed, stand behind that person, bring your supporters home to this individual, introduce them, be a team player, be a team member.
That's right. And I will also add, caller, I would also add, just to not to interrupt you. And by the way, Peter is on. Peter Chico, congratulations to you. You know, I promised to call Peter Chico and I never did. Peter Chico, I want to interview you. I want to have you on the platform and some of the new candidates and others. So in the next few days, we will be booking. But Peter, congratulations to you. And we wish you all the best. And what I will say, what you're saying is correct. And I want to add to that before I think. What I also want, and we're not saying that the party is all perfect and the process is a perfect one, but it is one that once we sign on to it, we got to follow on with that agreement that we made. If we sign that we're going to support and we're not going to, cause any interruptions, then we should move along. Integrity is all, but what I want to say is that the party need to also do their best to lessen the blow. The party need to do all in their powers to ensure that they bring together both the individual who is nominated, who is selected, and those who did not make it. If you can bring them together and have conversations as to how you can bring them together to work together going forward. What is their role? Some of them have experience. Some of them can help in the development of the nation. So that's a conversation that you should have during that process. So that what I would have loved to see, and that's the honest truth, this is just one of the errors I would put publicly. I would have loved to see both the candidate, the person selected, and the person who added their names, but they did not make it. I would have loved to see both of them, or three of them, or four of them standing together to support the one who is nominated, who was selected. It will help to bring healing, which means that both individuals should know at the same time whether they did not make the selection or whether they make the selection. That process should be the same. I'm sorry you did not make it. I'm sorry you did not make it. We chose another candidate, but we appreciate and we'll want to have a conversation with you going forward. And that will heal a lot of the issues, I believe. Go ahead.
And I'm in agreement with that, though we should make it too public because, these days everything just goes public and people make a mountain out of a small mold, even in a discussion that we're having now. This, of course, is important too, and it should be done. I will continue on what I was saying. If you are vying for a position in the party or as the person who's going to represent in the upcoming election, that means you should be a team player. And being a team player means that you should understand that only one person is chosen. And that's why I'm saying, yes, we have emotion, and yes, we're going to feel good or bad or whatever, but we need to get over that part of it and know that, listen, whatever is happening here is for the best interest of St. Lucia as well, because we need to form a government that will work for the people, for me, for you, for all of us, including the persons that are vying too, so we can have a great St. Lucia and to take us out of the hands of the Labour Party, who is sinking our country right now and who's causing us a lot of pain at the moment. So I'm calling on people to reach out to each other. If you're having conversations, please keep your conversations confidential. No need, according to Spider, to go and malparler each other, because that is not what we need to be doing, but we need to be supporting each other. If we have a problem with somebody, call the person up, meet with them, speak to them face to face. Get it over and done with. Shake hands, hug each other, and move on. But stop that noise. Stop the useless noise. It does not make sense. We are all adults here. We're not 6-year-olds on a playground. We are not 6 years old and we're not on a playground. And if we mature enough to want to run a seat and want to represent and be an MP in the House of Parliament, we need to be mature enough to understand what I'm saying here. And if we're not mature enough to understand what I'm saying, then we're not mature enough to run the seat.
Yeah.
And I don't butter my words. I don't butter things. I just want people to know that what we need to do is support each other.
And
because this party is coming back. This party is back. The United Workers' Party is back. And we had a great turnout. And you know the number of people who did not support, who supports the UWP who were not present on Sunday? Lots of people.
Mm-hmm.
So please, let us keep that momentum going. Let's keep the positive going. Let's drop those negative vibes. We don't need those vibes at all. And Brother Garfield, thank you again. Thank you for being one of the persons who has spoken out for so long, who has reached people around the world in St. Lucia, and who's speaking on behalf and for the best, and speaking for the best interest of our party as well.
And
thank you very much.
And thank you so much for calling. Appreciate it.
Yes, I just want to let people know that there are other, and I'm going to use the platform, Brother Garfield, if you don't mind. There are other programs that are on Monday nights. Brother Garfield has given up one of his nights. So there's another program as well. The first program was quite interesting last night. So we asking that the UWP supporters or non-supporters, whoever, go listen to that program as well. Just like we're listening to other programs, let's do the same. And let's keep loving and supporting each other. Thank you so much, Brother Garfield.
Thank you, my caller. And that's a good note to end on. We got to continue to support and to love each other. Love covers a multitude of sin. And so, folks, let me tell you something. I want you to leave with this tonight, that you are united and strong. No matter, you have your little hiccups, your little stuff that you go through. This is the season for it. But you be strong. This too will pass. And I see a wave of unity and togetherness. And I would warn the SLP. Continue to take the United Workers' Party for granted. And you will get run over by the United Workers' Party train, and you will not know what hit you. You will, when you get up, you will tell people it's a horse. You will tell people it's a stone. You will tell the people it's a car, but it was a train. That is the Flabo United train. So I would say, friends, you just stay on the train, stay focused, don't attack each other. Speak good about each other. When you're speaking in private, be careful what you say. When you are in chat rooms, be careful what you say. Be positive. Speak positively. Enough of the negative. Speak positively. Not only positively about your party. Speak positively about your nation. In spite of all the wrongs and all what is happening, you still have a beautiful country. You still have a lot to live for. You still have a lot to hope for in your country. Julien Alfred also give you something even much bigger for you to be celebrating tonight. And so there's enough that we can unite on, both USLP, UWP in celebrating. That is Julien Alfred. And I will tell you something, as much as we're disappointed that the opposition was not invited and that was not in place, let's just stay focused. And we understand how this party operates, the SLP. They're not willing to have any, well, I would say they should have a little more class and decency in how they do things, and understand that politics should not really get you so bitter where you don't want to be in the same environment with the opposition leader or the UWP representatives. That's just declassy. And if you don't change, you'll experience the change. I'm going to say that again. If you don't change, SLP, you'll experience the change. Let me just change that. If you don't change, SLP, you will experience the train. And that is the Flabo train. Yes. Brethren, and I put that together all by myself, you know. And I'm going to say it, if you don't change your nasty ways, you'll experience the Flabo train. And this time it's not going to run through the boulevard. It's going to run through all holes in St. Lucia, from the valley of Denry to the hills of Soufrière to the plains of Castries, over in Grosley and Vieux-Fort. But you will experience the train if you don't change. The opposition give you guys some days to change. If I were you, I would listen to the train, because the train is a coming and you will get run over. The train have asked you to remove the 2.5%. The train asks you to reduce the gas price. The train asks you to do that. And the train gave you some time to do it. Then here comes the train, the Flabo train. And before you know it, all aboard, whole cow pabo. Well, mom and pani PS and you put do a car. You got the warning from the train. Don't let the train come a running you over. Hello. Don't do that, all right? So, folks, stay focused, stay together, and do me a favor this week. If anybody comes to you with any negative, I want you to speak positive. If anybody comes to you with any negative, speak positive. Speak positive. Speak kindness. Speak grace. Speak righteousness. And then it is only when you are united and strong, it is only then, my friends, it is only then the train will be fully steamed up and ready to roll. Get on board. Stay on board. Get your hands on deck. Be a worker. Get to work. Invite others to work. Encourage your neighbor, your nen and your power to get to work. And even those who fell off of the train, get them back aboard the train and let them know that the train is getting ready to roll over the SLP. Folks, have a beautiful night. Wait. Somebody said something. I want to read this. Edward said, next time around, he will not see the train. He will. Yeah, I like that one. Edward, that one is good. That one needs to be copyrighted. Edward said, next time around, he will not see the train. He will hear the train. I will tell you, next time around, he will not see the train. He will not hear the train, but he will feel the train and he will experience the change. Tonight is a night of rhyming. I never knew I had that in me, man. Wow, the UWP brings out the best in me. Where's me a boy, man?
Mon pass up when Majibetisa.
Why is me? I there doing my thing, man? You tell me I doing my AGBTs, and then good night, folks. Have a beautiful night until we meet again, maybe on News on the Go. See you. Blessings to all. Enjoy your night.